We decided that we needed to add a machine room for our house, and so we're going to build a concrete block small building underneath of everything here, and then that's where we'll put our mechanical equipment. Alright, so here's progress on the hole so far. And peacock's making noise here. Was able to get a lot of it done with the hammer drill, but today we're going to have to break out the big gun on this thing. Just happened to decide to build in a spot that's got a nice run of cap rock going through it, so it's going to take a little work to get this out of here. Well, there's nothing like lifting a 70-pound weight over and over in the morning to get you going. So are you one of them gold diggers?
I'm not a very good one. I haven't found any yet.
Alright, got the cutout for the slab done. So I think it's time to go off to the lumber store and get some framing for the formwork here. So that'll be up over here. So I just need to dig out one of these logs and cut that up. Alright, since our solar batteries are going to be located in this little machine room here, we want it well insulated and possibly even heated a little bit. Alright, we got the form set up for our utility room, and this is where we'll put like our solar parts and heater, things like that that we might want, but it's underneath the house so it won't obstruct anything inside. And we started collecting some materials to build the walls out of. Only problem is I planned everything to use these corner blocks, and it turns out that they're about 3 weeks away if we order them, and nobody in this area has any, so looks like the only option is to make them ourselves. I've got some leftover material from building our garage that was laying around for scraps, so we'll see if we can't find a form in some of this. So I'll get to cutting out some parts, and we'll weld it together into a form. I'm trying to mix this up so that it's kind of a dry mix, but damp enough that it holds its shape when I take it out of the mold, because I'm going to be taking them out wet. Wasn't sure how I was going to get it out of the form after I hammered it in there, so I made this contraption here to push the block out. Well, unfortunately the batteries lost power during the middle of this thing, but there's the complete project. We're not concrete workers, but this ought to work for the little room we're doing. And this was the original plan for making the corner blocks. We're going to run these molds, but you got to wait 24 hours before you can take a brick out and see what you got. So we'll open this up and see what we got. Okay, they didn't come out too awful bad. We're ready to start putting our block courses on, and first thing to do is to go in and level the corner blocks. I think on this deal, I'm not a block layer, so this is just going to kind of be playing with mud, but we'll get it done. Okay, a couple days have gone by, and through some thunderstorms and things like that, managed to get a little progress done on the building. And right now it's up to its full height as far as the blocks stacked on it, and just going to have to put up the rest of the blocks, and there's going to be a couple of window vents put into it that may be used for other things, but for right now it'll be to provide a place to let air flow through, because there is going to be machinery that can possibly get warm in here, and also it's going to be heated, so a lot of the different things going on here. Okay, so we got these windows that can be used for ventilation. They pop out, they got a screen in them, and we'll just locate those about mid-wall here. Just for construction purposes, we'll put this form in here just to take the place of the window for now. Finish putting the blocks in around that, and then that can be removed and the window installed. Okay, this is why you should never copy anything that I do. I'm mixing the mortar up from the bag and sand, and then making really small batches, because it takes a long time to do a little tiny wall, because you spend so much time aligning everything instead of just making a run against a mason line. Have to mix this stuff up a little bit on the wet side because it's so dry around here. Probably a 15% relative humidity. It dries out really fast. Stuff will be crumbly by the time I get the first block put into place. The thing is, you can't make this stuff too thin or it doesn't support the block. So it's a little on the wet side right now. It's not really sticking to the trowel, but get a little chance to rest there, it'll be good.
Okay, sun's coming up on the build site, and we're getting some rebar wired together on the utility building. So about ready to put some concrete on top of this thing. Got everything shored up inside. I'll be putting right near 1,000 pounds of concrete and water on top of this thing, so hopefully I've put enough support in here to get the job done. Kind of a weird little squatty building, but it should be able to hold all of our mechanical things for the house. Okay, so we're going to pull the form off the roof of our utility building here, and got a thunderstorm rolling in, so gonna have to make this quick. Well, it wasn't fast enough. It started raining before we got that first board pulled off of there, but good part is the concrete's getting wetted down. Okay, one way or another, between thunder showers here, we're going to get this thing taken off.
I didn't hear what you quite said.
I said I'm recording, and that board's being held up over there.
Okay. Don't take it down then, right?
Not until I get the corner.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, there's our utility building. We got the roof on it.
Cool.
There's the finished roof. It has 1/2-inch rebar in it, so hopefully that'll be enough to hold everything together, and we'll find out. It's all going to be covered under the house, so it should work for what we want. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing.